Hi, this is Chris for Statistical Recipes. I'm going to be showing you how to make a roux. We have the flour you saw in the picture above. We're going to be adding the oil to it in a large Dutch oven. The idea is to get some consistency comparable to glue. You should get a consistency, like I said, that is a little bit thinner than Elmer's glue, and it should fill itself back in. So the mix that I did today was 3/4 cup flour to 1/2 cup of oil. And if you look up top, the stove is set anywhere between 5 and 6 to start up. This is going to be about a 45-minute process. It will take you all day. Stir it constantly, do not leave it. Just enjoy a frosty beverage and relax. Here's an example of how you maintain your roux. Once it starts to foam, you S your way through it, work it out of the middle, sweep the outsides, fill any gaps, let it soak back out, let it bubble a bit, and do it all over again. And as the roux turns from a tan color to more of a caramel, then you want to turn down your heat from about 5.5 to about 3.5 to 4, and then you want to slowly work through the milk chocolate phase, which it's in right now, into a brick phase, which has some red hues to it, into a dark chocolate, which is going to be the final stage. If you don't like it to taste like burned popcorn, then you can stop about this point and it'll still taste really good. This is just to illustrate what the brick phase is. Whenever I talked about a red hue to it, it looks like chocolate, but you can see that whenever you get the glossy coating on it, it shines a little bit with red. Here you can see the roux in a dark chocolate phase. We've passed the brick by a little bit, and you're getting some light smoke, which means that everything is cooked as much as it's going to cook in the flour. So at this point we're going to put in our vegetables and stir them around so that they're coated by the roux. They're going to be cooked by the hot oil. It doesn't look hot, but at this point it can burn just about anything. Alright, well, as your veggies are cooking, then you'll want to defrost all of your meats, get everything ready for dumping it in for spices. What I've done is after the 5 minutes went by, then I put in 4 cups of water, which is just enough so that we can wash the vegetables back off. So you're trying to get the roux off of it and get it back into solution so that it can thicken up before we put in the rest of the veg. So once you've washed it all properly, then we'll put in all the rest of the ingredients, put the top back on, and let it cook for about 3 hours. Welcome back. It's been 2.5 hours since I last saw you, and we have put in another 4 cups of water, which ends up as 8 total, to go with our roux and our vegetables. And we put in our sausage, we put in our okra, and we let that simmer, like I said, for anywhere over 2 hours is good. You can run it up to 4 or 5, and it will just keep tasting better. About 20 minutes before you finish, before you're ready to plate, then you put in the shrimp. And if you have crab or other shellfish, that's about 15 minutes before. And right as you're finishing, then you put your sliced green onions on top, stir them in, and that'll add a nice garnish without wilting them. So normally this is served over long grain white rice. Your traditional jasmine will do just fine for it. We use a rice cooker, but you guys can set it up in a small pot. But yes, serve it over rice. Enjoy. And hopefully you guys will have just as much success with the recipe as we did.